And not many people tell you about this. I kid you not. When I say this, it's not just for, it's not clickbait. And here we go, Nationals. This is it. We open up the throttle. My God, this is so much fun. Two things: diversification to other social media platforms, as well as the best way to collect content on a ride. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. As I bring down the speed of my bike to 30 miles an hour, today I'd also like to continue on with the discussions we've been having about my motovlogging journey. Now I'd say I've probably produced quite a lot of shorts. I've collected quite a lot of content on my rides. I have some long form videos as well. However, again, it's early days. Today I wanted to speak to you about two things: diversification to other social media platforms, as well as the best way to collect content on a ride. So what do we mean by that? Diversification to other social media channels. So if I can give you my experience, in my head I would have, when I started off, I thought I'd kind of focus on one channel, build my follower base, subscriber base on there, and definitely take advantage of the YouTube algorithms by producing good content over time. Again, as we have discussed, contribute towards producing nice travel motovlogs, as well as every now and then try and sort of contribute towards the motorcycling community as well. We're going to take a turn left, and here we go, Nationals. This is it. We open up the throttle. My God, this is so much fun. Oh, the lazy boxer engine, when it revs up, the torque is amazing. We're going to be turning right from here and go into the New Forest now. And this is the first sign that we're in the New Forest. As you can see, the traffic becomes less, and slowly but surely nature takes over. So, as I was mentioning earlier, what do I mean by diversification on social media? So when I started motovlogging, again, as I said, it's very recent, so I can't say like back in the day. One of the things in my head was that if I carry on producing videos on YouTube regularly, making great content, it will automatically start getting traction. The algorithm will see that I am regularly posting, and we get views and subscribers. I think the premise is fine. However, in reality, if you want more reach, if you want more views, then YouTube on its own doesn't really get you to where you want to be, because people are on different channels across various platforms. Beautiful views. So people are engaging with content on various platforms. Now things have become fairly simple. Right now what I'm doing is I am sort of starting to add content on Facebook and Instagram. So I will leave the link of my Instagram and Facebook channels in the comment section. But before we do that, look at that lodge, the North Lodge. Stunning. Wow. Anyway, so I'll leave the link of my channels in my Facebook page and Instagram handle as well. So diversification is necessary because people are sort of consuming content in and around the topic that you're producing your content on different channels, and pointing them, introducing your content, getting more followers, getting people engaged is definitely requires you to sort of diversify out of YouTube and also post content on other channels. Now that means there's a bit more work because you have to maintain other channels as well. So diversification on other social media channels sort of helps you build a following. There's a different type of audience on all the channels, but people are more often than not looking for similar content, if I may say. The delivery might be a bit different. You probably, if you're posting on TikTok, for example, it's just shorts. In an Instagram, you can make reels, as well as slightly longer videos as well. So all of these things really are important. Initially my thoughts were just to sort of carry on the YouTube train and listening to people like Mr. Beast, looking at really successful motovloggers. I was initially of the opinion that if I continue on, make those 100 videos, things over time become much more attainable. However, after I've done a bit more research on the subject and seen what the major names in motovlogging are doing, everyone does have a Facebook and also an Instagram channel. Plus also with Facebook and Instagram now, there are good monetization options. Their requirements aren't that stringent, so it might just get cut, but there's a few eager drivers trying to sort of overtake cyclists. So the monetization options with Facebook and Instagram are good as well. They're not as strict. As you can see, there is a battle of who gets more content creators. I think all the platforms, more or less, you can cross-pollinate your content. However, being I'd say commercially minded, one has to sort of say, okay, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, right? That is something that is just overtaken safely. There we go, beautiful. I would say that we really need to diversify content and push it out on channels, get more engagement, get people essentially to look at your full video or videos on YouTube, if that is the more profitable channel. Right now I can't say much about that because my channel isn't monetized. So from my perspective, I'm still in that journey where I'm trying to figure out, hey, you know what, where and when does it get monetized? Now that kind of contradicts what I said earlier in chapter 1 of this series that I'm making to sort of catalog my motovlogging journey, that I'm not interested in becoming famous, or this is something that I want to do for myself. However, I don't know why, but there is something about the way these platforms are built. You are looking for that hit. So I put out shorts and I'm looking for how many people are watching it. For what particular reason, I have no idea. It's just psychological. So now in my head I'm thinking, hey, you know what, I'm investing time and effort, I should get some sort of a return off of that, right? What is that return? I don't know. I'd love for my channels to be monetized a bit. Of course I would like to do this full time, travel the world, go on adventures. You see a lot of people doing that. It just looks fantastic, but like everything else, from a distance it might just be very attractive, but actually if you're on the road half of all of the year, it's just not that great. So from my perspective, I'm also thinking about the fact that, hey, yes, we started off thinking, we'll just continue making good content, promote it on different channels or on YouTube, contribute to the motorcycling community, and that's probably about it. The second part of the conversation for this video is how to collect content. Content ideas, of course, are the starting point. Basically, as much as you can plan, as much as you can sort of think about the topics that you want to sort of focus on, is brilliant. I usually don't plan in advance. I think that's a shortcoming that I need to improve, but it's okay. I'm starting off. I'm trying to figure out what I want to vlog about, where I want to go. However, what I have seen work really well, and not many people tell you about this, I kid you not, when I say this, it's not just for, you know, it's not clickbait or it's not attention grabbing, but generally most people would think about sort of advising you based on their experience. But in my experience, where you don't have a lot of time, as I mentioned my story, I'm in my early 40s, I have a young daughter, so I don't get that much time. So whenever the weather is nice, or whenever I have some free time, I just jump on my bike and need to make content. At that particular time, I do have some ideas about what I like to talk about. However, what I've started doing is that, for example, I am going out creating videos and also using the opportunity to create multiple lines of content. So when I say lines of content, what I mean is that, for example, if I wanted to sort of do a bit of a travel or a ride through some nice beautiful places, I'll do that, as well as cover a topic like this. In this case, all I need to know is that I am aware of the fact that, you know, the conversations I would like to have between them two, I'm pretty, you know, organized in my head, that, you know, where what I've already discussed, I don't repeat myself. But this is a good way to take the opportunity and make the most you know, use of your time in the best and most practical fashion. Because if you're on a ride and you just want to cover the destination, the way to the destination, nowadays I think, at least for me, there are patches where there's nothing to record. So using those roads, like, or those parts of the journey, like now, to talk about a different topic, or a video that does not require a lot of scenic commentary or beautiful views, it makes sense. So today what we've discussed are two major things, actually 2.5 though. I kind of digressed, and that's the thing when you are riding and the ideas coming in your head. One of them being diversification on other social channels. You just can't rely these days on YouTube alone, but also use other social channels like Facebook, Instagram. Fairly easy to post, because if you use Meta for business, then you have this opportunity there and then to post your videos directly onto Facebook and Instagram at the same time. Great facility, I'd say, or functionality. The other thing that I sort of briefly touched upon was monetization. Nowadays Facebook and Instagram does provide some sort of monetization. Not that I've seen any monetization for myself on any of these videos or social channels, but it's a journey, right? Also, I touched upon the fact that, you know, when I started off, monetization wasn't a big thing. Views weren't such a big thing, but as you evolve and regularly invest time and effort in creating content, editing it, you do want to see some returns. Now again, returns may be in the form of support, growth of channels, and money. So that's what I also touched upon. The third thing, which I think can be very useful for all sorts of vloggers or content creators, is to make the best use of the time that they have. So going on a ride, you want to talk and show a destination, do that. But also, like as you can see here, we're pretty much stuck in traffic. There's quite a lot of traffic. If you have other ideas, discuss them as well, and try to sort of then in post-production and editing bring everything to light. And you can literally have 2 long-form videos and a ton of short videos as well. So these are some quick tips and another chapter on my journey. I hope you're enjoying this. So if you are a subscriber, great, thank you for supporting us from day one. However, if you have watched this video and found it useful, do subscribe to my channel, do follow my Facebook, Instagram pages as well, and hope to see you soon. Thank you so much, and signing off. Bye bye.